Boom. What's going on, guys? Corey Kenshin here. Welcome to another. Hold on. How's it going, bros? My name is PewDiePie. Top of the morning to you, ladies. My name is Jackson.
Brother, this guy stinks.
What's good, chat? What's good, chat? It's overpaid. Big Corey. What's good? Man, I'm back. Today we're here to talk about Kanye, and I don't want to talk about Kanye in the usual way. I don't want to talk about Kanye how y'all niggas talk about Kanye, okay? Look, I'm not giving him no spare. No, we not looking at him for nothing. Look, gang, he's gone. That is not that boy. And if it is, it's a whole different nigga now. People don't change. The person who said people don't change is dumb as fuck. The person who said people don't change is stupid as shit. I understand the sentiment, but at the same time, nah, nigga, nah. People definitely change, nigga. People definitely change. First thing I want to talk about, this nigga, I don't know what it is. It's almost like someone is telling him, bro, okay, look, this might be a reach, but this is what it feels like to me, right? You know how like older people who are like out of touch with the youth, they like try to communicate with them and they have like a different person who's like in the youth to be like, yo, you know, people just on this, yada, yada, yada. I feel like somebody's been showing Kanye all like the vamp opium shit, and he's like, nah, nigga, I'm evil. I'm the KKK. Like, look, yeah, he pulled up with that shit, yada, 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 yada. But that ultimately, I'm not even focused on the fucking gimmick. Yeah, he pulled up in a black Klansman suit, whatever the fuck that means, bro. But I'm really pulled up on the fact that this nigga was talking about Virgil, or not even talking or addressing it. He was just like, I'm evil. I'm playing.
That I think people are just confused by that. We get the story of how you guys kind of separated and how you feel. But you know, they always say sometimes, you know, when someone passes away, you know, can't be for the dead man. You know, it feels like you still have a little bit of animosity there.
I'm evil.
So like, you telling me this is the same God-fearing nigga, and then he tried to flip like the God image, like, oh no, God is wrath. This is exactly what the Christians were doing when they were slaying niggas. On the Crusades, all that other shit. They was like, yeah, God is wrath, nigga. You gonna feel this wrath, nigga. No, my children. And that was how. And that was how. I unfortunately watched an Anthony Fantano video about this, and he kept calling, Kanye contrarian, which isn't a new word for some people, but it definitely is a new word for me. So a contrarian basically is a person who does the opposite of like society's path, and it's usually to provide a certain message or to prove a point. The reason Kanye is wearing this fucking black KKK outfit is because he quote unquote wants to profit off their pain the same way they profited off black people, minorities' pain. You feel me? Now I can, on paper, if you wrote that down, I can understand. If you say, yeah, revenge for revenge, sure, bro, I can understand the mentality. I understand it. I'm not gonna say it's wrong, but I understand it. But then, nigga, you start doing shit that harms not only the people you're quote unquote trying to endorse or trying to protect, you're hurting your image, the image of the people. You feel me? Like, when people look at Kanye West, when white people look at Kanye West, when white people used to look at Kanye West, they looked at this man as like a messiah. They looked at this man as like, yo, Kanye is the GOAT, bro. This nigga's the greatest hip-hop musician of all time. Bro, he's better than Tupac. He's better than all your favorites. And they're talking about the culture because Kanye was so in the culture. You know what I mean? Like, he was so flagrant. He was always flagrant. So when niggas was talking about him, it was like, yeah, yada, 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 Kanye this, Kanye that. But at the same time, bro, nobody's ever taken this man seriously to a point to where it's like, yo, I really want to identify with this nigga on what he believes in. Nobody in the community, at least. And yeah, loud minority, sure, but they're nobodies. Nobody talks about them. They trying to get attention. Nobody. That's what I mean when I. But also, you need a system to profit, nigga. They're profiting off us because they have a system. They have a built-in, ingrained system to basically create us in the hood, put us in horrible fucking situations where, you know, you have to steal to survive, you have to kill to survive, yada yada. And then they become a rapper, and then so that they can feed the cycle. It's a cycle. Kanye, what the fuck are you gonna do in a fucking KKK bathroom onesie. Nigga, what are you gonna do in that fucking musty ass robe? Nigga, you can't breathe. You can't even answer the fucking questions. And mind you, I didn't even go over the fact that this nigga went to an he went to academics. My nigga, I don't want to hear you talking about saving the children no more. I don't want to hear nothing from Kanye, actually. But especially not saving the children. Because this nigga was on Fortnite talking crazy to like a fucking, I don't know how old this nigga was, but he was too young. He was too young, making gay jokes and shit like that.
Max said he wanted to try to fucking a dude. Will you let him fuck you?
No.
Why not?
Why not?
I suppose he dropped some milk flavored juice. You drink it?
Yeah, his milk would probably be the better.
No. Quote unquote jokes. Bro, who raised you? You feel me? Like, nah, bro. Nah, for real. Honestly, I just feel like Kanye is a tale of warning. Like, he's like what you could be if you become, quote unquote, the best in your field for a little bit, and you let that shit get ingrained to your personality. And I'm not gonna lie, he's a warning for me especially, because my goal for a while was to be the best in my field. My goal was to be the best of all time. And I'm not gonna lie and say like I still don't try to be better every day, or I don't try to, you know, sound my best all the time. But it's also like, now I'm like, shit. The point of this in the first place is to create shit that I want. Create shit that sounds good to me. Create songs that I want to listen to. Create art that I want to look at. You feel me? So now I'm starting to come into like a mentality of like, okay, it's not actually about being the best, because that shit is just a title. You know what I mean? It's just words. But it really goes to show like what being the best can do to you. Everyone already heard about how Kanye treats people in the studio. Every other year it's a new fucking scandal. At this point, the only reason niggas talk about Kanye West is because of a scandal. It's not because of, oh, he produced some new crazy art shit that everyone needs to hear. No, bro, it hasn't been that in years. Nigga, Donda was like the last great experience I really had with this man's music. And that's the thing, bro. Kanye was obviously a GOAT for me. You can hear it in my sound. You can hear it in my sound today still. You feel me? But it's also like, bro, where did you go to pull from so many of these wrong ass ideas? And even if it's on purpose, even if it's to paint yourself as this villain, to paint yourself as contrarian, as people often like to say, bro, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter if it's intentional or not, because you're still doing it. You're still putting that out into the world, and you're still providing the wrong niggas with fuel. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that ass, just be yourself, and I promise your problems will be fixed. But you know what's crazy, bro? This nigga's in a mountain of problems right now. He's probably still taking them fucking with it. Let me not say that. That's insensitive. He talking about Kendrick. He using the F slurs. My nigga, like, what is going on with you? You feel me? And also another thing, I don't agree with any artist using the F slur if you're not a part of said community. You know what I mean? Like, and I know there's non-binaries who say this, but even though I'm non-binary, I don't even like saying the F slur, bro, because sometimes, I'm not gonna lie to you, sometimes I be forgetting that I'm non-binary. I be thinking of myself as a straight male, and I be like, yo, that's actually like mad cap. I'm not gonna say like recently, but you know, it's also like, I'm not, you know, we're not gonna get into my identity crisis. It's a fall from grace. Like, they are not your GOAT no more. Your GOAT existed whenever that album dropped. You feel me? Whenever that version of your GOAT existed. But he's not here no more. Because if we're being honest, we might be looking at the real person. We might be looking at the nigga who was here from the start, trying to get our attention, trying to captivate and pull like every ounce of hate his way so that he can get some sort of stardom, some sort of attention. You know, people say all press is good press. People say that all types of shit, and it's just like, ugh. From when this nigga was fucking with Elon, back from when this nigga was fucking with Trump. You feel me? It's just been too many circumstances where it's just like, you're going against what you say is the freedom. You're going against what you say is your purpose. You know what I mean? I just don't agree with saying the F slur. And the fact that he said it so many times while wearing that fucking black onesie, is like just so telling. It's just so telling of the times, bro. Like, really look at that person. Look at that human being doing that stupid ass shit. Look at that human. Forget about the fact it's Kanye West for a second. If you seen a random nigga doing that shit, bro, you would be like, this nigga, bro, who is this dumbass nigga, bro? And to find out it's one of your mans.
Hell no, man. What the fuck, man?
Nigga, take that shit off. When has this nigga ever cared about Kendrick Lamar? Real shit. When has this nigga ever cared about Kendrick Lamar? He was talking about Kendrick a lot. That's what really let me know he was clout chasing. But yeah. He said he had a better verse on that one track. Bro, he really only started caring about Kendrick because he beefed with Drake. And because the whole world fucks with Kendrick now. For him to say he's jealous of being on that Cardi album, bro, where do you think you was finna be? You are not finna be with a Cardi who is super commercial. You, of all people, should know the industry. You, of all people, should know that shit will never happen again. Ever, nigga. Ever. You will not be a part of no Cardi track or no fucking other one of these other niggas track. The simple fact is you're literally, and I'm gonna keep going back to this point, in a black KK onesie. Like, what? What? Even on some morality shit, right? Not to say I understand it, because I also don't fuck with them at all. Like, I wish they would crash and burn. But logically, they're not gonna fuck with somebody who's upsetting a large portion of their fan base, a large portion of the people who pay for their stuff and feed them, basically. A large percentage of the people who probably own the company. So why are you saying this shit expecting like, oh yeah, you know, that should have been me there, yada yada? No, nigga.
It should have been me!
No, you was never gonna be there.
Not him!
Not after everything you said, nigga, and you continue to say.
It's not fair!
About people like Virgil, just in general, just all the Nazi imagery, like, it, you know, whenever I see it, because I have not been on social media. Yep, go ahead, glaze me. Yep, I know. Yeah, I'm like in the mountains and shit, you know, meditating. I'll be woosah. But I have not been on social media. So, you feel me? I'm watching a YouTube video about this shit. Anthony Fantano and shit. I know. But I'm watching that shit and I'm like, why? What is the point of this? What is the point of any of this? Discussing it? Nah. But that's why I wanted to bring it up. Because I really only want to talk about this to provide one point of contention.
Do not look up to any of these rap niggas. Any of these rap niggas, any of these artists. No. Do not look up. They're humans, bro. And humans can get desperate. And when humans get desperate, they become a version of themselves that nobody really likes to be around. You feel me? Unless that said desperation is out of survival, it's just gonna be weird, bro. Why do you want more attention? Why do you want all this? You already had this. You already had your time, huh? Pass the torch. We were supposed to have a Kanye 2 by now. A lot of what I loved about Kanye was the fact that he was so fuck the system. Was the fact that, you know, he was so, like, boundary pushing that even in his own music you can hear it. You know what I mean? Like, you can hear the fact that he doesn't think of boundaries the same way as we do, you know? And yeah, artists sometimes are gonna say things that you don't agree with. Artists are gonna, like, stand on stuff that you don't like. Sure, that's cool. We can have disagreeing opinions. But when it comes to the safety of a person and the safety of, like, when it comes to, like, protecting the freedoms of the people who, A, listen to his music and listen to my music, and just the people of the general populace, it makes me really feel like he's just lost sight of who he is as a person. Like, he's just lost sight of what he's supposed to be doing as he's living. Because everything just keeps coming back to a point where he has to come out with, like, another big-ass bullshit assignment. He has to say some other bullshit just to get some momentum going. We know he's about to drop this AI project or whatever called Bully. Shit, nigga, I know about it. And like I said, I have not been on social, but this nigga has been putting his face everywhere. Because he knows at the end of the day, there's a crowd of people who definitely agree with everything he's saying. Even if it's not, like, even if it's hypocritical. They just say fuck it and agree with it. One of them niggas might actually just be racist. A couple of them niggas might just be, fuck it, Kanye dick rider. And then a third of them niggas deadass just don't participate in society in the realm at all. They just don't be there. They live a whole different life, bro. We thinking about work and struggles and shit, and these niggas, I don't know what they think about, nigga, cause shit, wish it could've been me.
Kanye would rather be a king to a crumbling castle than to discard the crown. And you know what's crazy? It's human. People get scared. Shit. And it's tough, yeah, sure. But it's also my fault for looking to Kanye to really fill that void of like a superior being. Because because no one is a superior being. No one is better than everyone, like anyone. There's always a bigger fish, you know what I mean? And to think that there's not, I know right now in this moment there's somebody cooking up some shit I could have never dreamed of. But that's not gonna stop me from trying to be the best. In fact, nothing's gonna stop me from trying to create, because the whole point of my creation is to literally make something that I want to hear, make something new for me that I love. And you're not always gonna love what I make because it's for me, and that should be the reason contention happens, because artists are doing things for themselves that don't harm nobody, but it's just people don't like it, and that's word. That's valid. It really is like a warning for me, especially because I feel like there was a point in my life where I was really trying to be better than everyone I'm friends with. Everyone's music I fuck with. I was trying to be better than the whole fucking world. Better than Kendrick Lamar at doing what Kendrick Lamar does. You feel me? But I had to realize I have to be the best at what I do, because there's only ever gonna be one person who does what I do. Me. What I do. Yeah. People make videos, people rap, people stream, whatever, but nobody's overpaid. You feel me? So you really have to lock in on the name that you came into the world with. Like, you really do, because you can get caught up trying to be better than everybody, but are you really you? Because you are an individual and you are different from everybody. So would you rather be better and be the same as another person, or be different and be in your own distinct universe? My nigga, that's power. My nigga, that's fire. That's what I'm trying to be, and that's who I am. So shit, bro. We gonna have to dethrone that nigga Kanye. He can't rap better than me. He can't rap better than, hold on, I got some names. Oh yeah, I said I don't give a fuck about Drake, Kanye, or Kendrick Lamar. I give a fuck about Moochie, Nimstar, Lando Senju, Perry Mason, DDK, Noah, Reese, Detaje, Brocco, Raya, Rachel Prancer, W.W. Armstrong, and a phenomenal artist that spawned from the underground and can all rap better than Kanye West. Yes, even Reese. Yes, even the Brit Pop-Up Cheerios. I love you, Reese. Love you, Reese. But also, it's like, bro, dumb niggas just make good ass music, bro. You feel me? Dumb niggas are the future. Y'all should be worried about dumb niggas. Fuck this other shit. Fuck this other shit, really. Fuck everything else I talked about in this video. If you don't know none of those names, go check them out. Just listen to one song. Just listen to one song, and then you'll be like, alright, he was spin. Because, bro, we have to build a whole new universe. Because this whole music industry shit, whole shit that came before us, is plagued with bullshit. So we as individuals, as creatives, have to be able and have to be competent, have to be ambitious enough to really spawn in a whole new genre of new cool shit. Because what the fuck is this? Bro, take that shit off. Earn that shit. It's disrespectful to all my ancestors. Disrespectful to your ancestors, nigga. Nah, for real, stand on that shit. Because I swear to God, niggas did not die for this shit, bro. Bro, slavery was fucking crazy. It is not what you read about, my nigga. Slavery is fucking crazy. Niggas had hooks on their fucking lips, chained to a fucking bar or some shit, whipped for days, fed fucking mullen or fucking mush, bullshit, pissing and shitting in the same spot, standing. My nigga, could you do that? You? Kanye West, could you go through that? No, nigga. So why the fuck are you speaking on like some bullshit like that? Could you go through a genocide, nigga? Could you sit there in a camp for who knows how long until somebody comes and save you? Nigga, when you finally get fed, you die because you eat too fast, nigga? Could you do that? No, nigga, you couldn't. You ain't gone through that shit. I haven't gone through that shit, and I'm grateful. I'm grateful because they did. They did it so I did not have to. And to disrespect that is crazy. Because, nigga, that's why you're here. That's why you're even able to be the nigga that you are. The bullshit that you're doing. But yeah, man. We are the new storm. It's time to let go of the past. Follow a real nigga's journey. There's tons of us to choose from. Tons. More than the people I named. I was really sitting there trying to name everyone I fuck with. And that's really hard because my brain just doesn't fuck with me when I try to actually make lists. But really, pay attention to the underground, bro. I'm telling you, this is a new wave. This is not just a wave, it's a new shift in consciousness. We are not the same as those who come before us. We are built off of their efforts. Yes, even Kanye West. I'm not gonna give him too much credit, but we are built off the efforts of the people who precede us. And that includes us. So we're building the next generation. So we always have to remember. Let go of that ego shit, man. Create for the sake of bringing yourself into this life as a different form. Create for the sake of being a mirror to your art. The reason you don't like your art is because it's not you. It's because you're trying to be something else. If your art makes you giggle, if you're just like, bro, this shit is stupid, but it's hard, keep going. Keep going. I don't care if it's stupid. I don't care if it's comedic. I don't care if it's like nothing you've ever heard before. Keep going. Because, bro, it might be you to change the nation. Don't become Kanye West. Buy a feature from me. I'm trying to move. Please. Subscribe to my Patreon. A leader comes out. It's probably out by the time I posted this video. But that's it. Peace, y'all. I love you. Safety. Goodbye. Goodbye. Don't forget to like the video.
Money, money, money.